Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about how to deal with stress when you're trying to conceive. Look, I've been there. I've had people say to me like, just relax and everything will be fine, or you just need to stop stressing. That's what your problem is. And I have felt that burning desire to want to punch them in the face, because it's like, how can I stop stressing when something I want so much just doesn't seem to ever be happening, and I don't know why. And it's a really hard place to be in. Look, in hindsight, I can see, yes, that they had a point, and my anxiety and my stress was definitely contributing to some of the problems we were having. But at the time, being told just to relax is not helpful at all. So what I really want to give you today is just some ideas for how you can actually start to calm down, bring that nervous system down, and do what you can to try and relax. But I also want to recognize, look, it's really hard to do, but I do think it's worthwhile to start working towards stressing a little bit less, mostly so that you can feel better throughout this process and actually enjoy this road towards meeting your baby, rather than feeling like it's a big struggle and something you've had to endure. Before we get into that though, welcome. My name is Bettina. I'm a yoga teacher and I specialize in yoga for fertility, for pregnancy, birth, and early motherhood. I'll leave all the links below in the description box for anything that I mention, any resources, things like that. If you haven't already subscribed, please do, and hit the like button if you enjoy this video. So my first tip is going to sound a little bit crazy, but please bear with me. Number one, I want you to stop stressing about stressing. I remember when I would be told, just relax, and I'd be like, oh my God, my stress is making this worse, and I'd stress about stressing, and it was just like this negative cycle I couldn't get out of. So I want you to, from now on, whenever someone says something to you like that, or something equally unhelpful about your reproductive journey, I want you to take a deep breath into the belly, and I want you to exhale out and count down from 10. Look, they might think you're crazy, but to be honest, who really cares? And then in that moment, once you get to the end of your counting, the end of your breath, you can either say something like, thanks, that's really helpful, and walk away, or you can just walk away if you want. I think it's important to start looking after ourselves a little bit more, and letting go and letting those opinions of others wash over us a little bit more, and using tools like the breath to calm us down when people say them to us. There's no point getting caught up into an angry cycle at that person, or even getting into an argument with them. You're best off just coming back into yourself and just being like, okay, they don't understand. I don't need to waste my energy on them any more than I already have. My second tip is to allow yourself to feel however you want to feel. So if you feel stressed, sometimes you just need to feel that, and you need to unpack that a little bit and allow yourself to sit with it and understand it and know why it's coming to you. Sometimes you might feel bitter and angry and jealous and envious, and all of these negative emotions that come up when you're struggling with something. You just need to allow yourself to sit with them and actually feel them, instead of pushing them away and feeling like it makes you a bad person because you're feeling them. It's okay to feel them. Give yourself that time and space. I've created another video on this particular topic, so I'll link that one below if you wanted to check that one out. My third tip is to get into practicing mindfulness. So mindfulness is really about just being present and mindful of what's happening right here and now. A lot of our stressy thoughts are about the past, so we worry about things we haven't done, things we didn't do well enough, we replay conversations, or they're thoughts about the future. So we worry that things will happen, or they won't happen, or they'll never happen. We just get caught up in these worst case scenarios. So if you can bring your thoughts and your awareness back to here and now, like right now, take a breath, look around the room and start naming things in front of you. So just pick 5 things. So for me, this camera in front of me, this light above me, the chair behind me, the timber floor beneath me, the tights that I'm wearing. So just mentally naming these things brings my awareness to right here and now. So instead of thinking about all the things I have to say, I'm thinking actually about the physical items in the room. And it really helps to just be like, bring you out of your head and into this moment. And that really helps me. It's a really simple practice. Obviously, you can also do things like guided meditations, yoga classes. I'm obviously going to encourage you to do these. And those things are great and great practices to incorporate into your week and into your day. But even just that really simple mindfulness activity and others like it will be helpful as well. So my fourth tip is to move your body. There is nothing like exercise, like movement, to get the stress out of your body. So it helps you to process and literally sweat out those hormones that create stress. but then it also helps to promote hormones in the body that make you feel good. So it's starting to create a positive cycle in the body as opposed to that negative stress cycle that we can get trapped into. Now, of course, I'm biased towards yoga, but it doesn't have to be yoga. Pick something that you enjoy doing. You want to enjoy the movement or exercise. It shouldn't feel like a chore or something you have to do. If a fertility yoga class of mine is something you'd like to check out, I'll leave a link for that below as well. My fifth tip is to keep living your happy life. Don't get caught up in putting everything on hold and just thinking about making a baby. That's the fastest way to get yourself into a really obsessed, stressed out space. You want to keep planning your holidays, go for those job promotions, keep doing all those things that make you feel good so you have these positive, happy emotions in your body and you're not just solely focused on something that doesn't feel like it's working for you. And then finally, my sixth tip, if none of these things are working, if you feel like you're so bogged down in it all, you're so caught up in trying to conceive and you're just feeling like you're starting to lose hope, taking a break might be right for you. I have done a whole other video on taking a break, how we took one, why it was the best thing we ever did. I'll link that below, but just consider it doesn't have to be for a long time. Don't stress about the fact that it puts you even further back from conceiving or further back from having your baby. Sometimes the break is the thing that you need to really reset your mindset, put you in a better frame of mind so that you can come back to trying to conceive in a more positive and hopeful way. So they're my 6 tips for dealing with stress when you're trying to conceive. If you personally have other things that have worked for you, I would love if you would leave me a comment below. It helps to share with the other women who come across these videos and are looking for suggestions themselves. If you'd like to practice some fertility yoga with me, I'll leave the link below for my free fertility yoga guide, and I hope to practice with you soon. Namaste.